Welcome back. I'm assuming that you've mastered your wash day routine, so now it's time to move on to how we perfect the perfect wash and go. Hair is air dried right now, which does require a little bit more work. I would always recommend that if you are going to do a wash and go, do it as soon as you get out of the shower because you won't have to use as much water. Your hair is already going to be wet. But nonetheless, it's still gonna come out good. So let me show you what we do. First thing I'm gonna do is section off my hair. It's the most important part, to be honest with you. Take out a little section. This is what we're gonna be working with. And I'm going to clip this up. If you don't have fine or wavy hair, there's no reason for you to just glob product in. Especially if you want this to be really defined and last long, you need to section your hair properly. If you haven't watched my wash day video, make sure you watch it. It's very important before you even get to this step. But just a little refresher so you guys know, I went in with this rose water smoothing leave-in conditioner from TGIN, and it's actually really good. You really do only need a pea size. A little goes a super long way with this stuff, so I know this is gonna last me forever. But yeah, I popped my leave-in conditioner in as soon as I got out of the shower, so it's all good to go. We can immediately start dampening it and going in with product. For me personally, I get a lot of definition and a lot of hold by just using this mousse, so that's what we're gonna do today. But if I wanted even more definition and hold, I would apply this mousse first and then top it with this extreme wetline gel. These two together, perfect. Amazing. If you have tighter coiled hair, you feel like you have more frizz prone hair as well, this combo is really good. But like I said, we're just going in with the mousse today. So I'm gonna make sure that I dampen my section really well. You want it to be almost drenched. If it is not, you are gonna get stiff curls. They might be defined, but they're not gonna be flowy, and they actually might be more frizzy than they need to be. Now we're gonna go in with the mousse. I use about 2 to 3 pumps per section. You don't need to go crazy with this mousse because a little really does go a long way as well. And you can always add a little bit more as you go if you feel like you need to. I detangle, and now we're gonna use my Tangle Teezer brush to help define the curls. Now for this step, I like to do a mixture of finger coiling and the shingling method because that just helps keep my hair really defined and it minimizes frizz for me. But if you don't want to do this step, you absolutely don't have to. You can just separate really quickly with your fingers and move on to the next section. This is how I preserve my hair and have it last me for at least a week before going ahead and doing another wash day. And look at those curls. Just juicy. Exactly what we want. Now I'm gonna take another section, not too big, and we're gonna do the same thing all over again. When I'm applying the mousse, I start at the ends, work my way to the roots, and then I rake the product through my hair. This is allowing me to evenly distribute all of the product. If I feel like I need to, I'll go ahead and just do a little baby pump and apply it only to my roots. That way it's nice and flat and there's no frizz there as well. Tangle Teezer to define. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and separate. I'm not breaking the curls up because the Tangle Teezer does clump the curls for you. If you feel like the clumps are too big, then obviously you can make them smaller. If you do decide to separate the curls, I definitely recommend using your hands and smoothing the product over to help prevent any frizz. Now we're gonna start working on the other side. This is just something that I do, but you don't have to do it this way. You can do one half of your head first and then follow up with the other. But I like to kind of keep them at the same pace as I go up so that they're drying the same way. Two to 3 pumps. Rake the product through my hair. Tangle Teezer. Look, you can already see like the curl defining on its own. It's perfect. Now for my heat and color damage girlies, you're gonna have to do your wash and go a little bit different. It's gonna be a little more tedious and a little more effort, but the outcome is still gonna be just as good and will last you a week. Now, I know a thing or two about this because I've had my fair share of finessing my wash and goes when I still had a ton of just dead, damaged hair and not wanting to cut it off. So I feel you. Let me show you what I did. Still want to work in small sections, still want to use a lot of water, but I would recommend completely skipping the shingling method because it doesn't really help if you don't have a really good curl pattern already. You really want to stick to just finger coiling, so I'm going to do a quick little demo of how I finger coil just on a few strands so you get an idea of what you would have to do to give the illusion of healthy curly hair. You're going to apply your product exactly like we've been doing. 3 to 4 pumps of your mousse. Raking the product through. If you want a little extra definition, you can definitely add just a little tot of the extreme gel to your hair as well. The only thing is that the more definition you get, the more shrinkage you get. So keep that in mind. You might want that definition, but it's gonna come with some shrinkage too. I'm gonna just work on this little section. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can get like a really good look at what I'm doing. We're gonna work on just this. So let's say this was like a bone straight. I would take a little section and you're literally just gonna twirl it around your finger and pull down. I'm gonna take another little section. This is what I'm working on. I'm gonna twirl it around my finger 2 to 3 times and just pull it all the way down. And it's going to create that coily curl. Do it again. Perfect. You're gonna do it again. Twirl 2 to 3 times and then just pull down. And that is what it looks like. And I'm gonna show you guys what a regular curl of mine looks like and what a finger coil looks like. So you can get a real difference between the two. This is a regular curl and this is a finger coiled curl. Do you see the difference in definition? Like this baby is juicy. Now, finger coiling your entire head can sometimes make your curls look a little less natural, but who cares? It looks good. Whatever. So that's exactly what I do, and I used to do that all over my head. Did it take forever to do? Yes. Did it look good in the end? Absolutely. Did it last me a week? For sure. So if you want, try it. Let me know how it goes, and I think that you'll like it. For my girlies with damaged curls though, I definitely recommend consistently trimming your hair though. If you don't want to do a big chop, at least trim your hair every 2 months to get more and more of that dead hair off, because the more you do, the better your curls will look. Trust me. Scrunching your hair periodically as you do it is also going to help kind of activate those curls and give them a little help, you know, a little jump, so they know what they're supposed to do. They understand the assignment. A frequently asked question I get is how long it takes for me to do my hair every week, and it takes me about an hour to an hour and a half, and yeah, I'm used to it. It really doesn't bother me at all, to be honest. I've honestly always spent a lot of time on my hair, even when I wasn't curly, so it kind of just feels normal to me, to be honest. But it is time consuming, so I feel you guys on it. We are almost done, you guys. Almost done. You guys see how the product is kind of showing itself as I rake it through my hair? That's how you know you got a good amount of product. If you don't really see that much product showing as you're styling your hair, chances are you didn't put enough. Okay, so how you choose to style your hair is completely up to you when you're doing a wash and go. If I was doing a middle part, I would just style this side going down and this side going down. But I'm going for a free part look today, so we are doing it a little bit different. So this little section right here, I'm going to style this section going back, and then all of this going forward. I'm gonna make it a little bit neater with my comb because I'm a neat freak. Perfect. And this is a cool technique if you have bangs and you like to style your hair with bangs. I usually don't style my hair in bangs for the first day because I feel like it always looks a little bit weird. It always looks better on like day 2, day 3 than the bangs are tea. But on day 1, I don't really care for how my bangs look on me on day 1. Woo! Okay, we are done. This is what my hair looks like. If your hair doesn't look like ramen noodles at this point, you did it wrong. I'm sorry, you have to start over. I didn't make the rules. I'm gonna give you guys a little 360 and then show you how I diffuse my hair to make sure we have minimum frizz when we're done. The hard part is over. Drying is pretty easy and straightforward, but it's also very easy to do incorrectly. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it and what's been working for me. You have 3 options for drying your hair. You can air dry it, which I never do because my hair tends to frizz so much whenever I air dry it. So I always make sure I use a hooded dryer or a diffuser right after I style my hair. This is what a diffuser looks like. This is just a standard blow dryer, but with a diffuser attachment. So As long as your blow dryer has an attachment like this, you should be good to go. You can also opt for a hooded dryer as well, but the results are going to be a little bit different for two of those things. So with a diffuser, you're going to get a little bit more volume, a little more fluff, and if you are frizz prone, you might get a little bit more frizz as well. But with a hooded dryer, your hair is going to stay exactly the way it looks right now. If I decided to use a hooded dryer right now and dry my hair that way, 30 minutes later when I get out from under that dryer, there's going to be no volume. It's going to take me forever to get volume into my hair, which is why I don't naturally take the hooded dryer out. I usually diffuse. For diffusing, I like to start off the first 10 minutes with medium heat, medium speed, and then the next 15 minutes I up it to high heat, high speed, and it's going to give me a lot more volume and dry my hair a little bit faster. For the first 10 minutes, I like to make sure that I'm just hovering the air dryer over my head and making sure that it does not come in contact with my hair, because that can definitely create frizz. Now we're going to switch to high heat, high speed. Throughout this process, I'm still doing the hovering technique, but you want to make sure that you're actually moving your hair from side to side to create volume. So I'll flip my hair from side to side, forward and backward, and I'll do that periodically until my hair has fully dried. And FYI, you can use high heat when using a blow dryer to dry your hair because it is considered indirect heat, so you will not get heat damage. We are done diffusing. My hair is pretty much dry. I want to say it's about 90% dry. I got hot, so I just stopped. Usually I'll try and dry it 100%, but 90% is okay as well. So my hair currently has a cast on it right now. And I personally like products that leave casts because that ensures that your hair is gonna last at least a week without having to worry about it. And this mousse does the job every time. Like, it leaves a really, really good cast. Now, do I leave the cast? No, I don't leave the cast. Once my hair is dried, I like to go in with a serum. I don't use any raw oils or heavily oiled products in my hair, so I like to opt for a serum. This is the Anti-Frizz hair serum from Giovanni, and you don't need a lot. Pea-sized amount, coat your hands with it, and we're gonna get to scrunching. So about that much. It smells good. And as you can see, my hair soaked up all of that serum. So that's always a good sign when you see that your hair is receiving product when you apply it. The next thing I like to do is my baby hairs. This is completely optional. You know, do it if you want, but I do feel like it kind of completes my hairstyle, so I can't go without it. I like to use this Got To Be gel, specifically this black bottle, the yellow one. I don't know, something about the yellow bottle just doesn't do it for me. I like the black bottle more. Be sure to comment down below if you know any other gels or edge controls that do the same, because I have such an issue with them. My hair curls up so easily with all of these other products that I always go back to this. Nothing beats Got To Be gel for me. Okay, baby hairs are done, and I like to save the best part for last, and that is picking our hair. I have this pick that I got from Pattern, and I'm obsessed with it. There's a little nook right here for finger placement, and it's just so cute. It's comfortable, it's cute. I did break it. I'm gonna need a new one soon, but I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. So we're gonna go ahead and pick our hair. I don't do anything special when it comes to this part. You really are just gonna pick your hair to your liking. When you feel like you've gotten the most amount of volume, then you're all good. For day one, I don't overpick because my hair does grow and get bigger as the days go on. So I don't like to overpick because the next day my roots can turn into like little frizz balls. So picking is also great if you have like parts of your hair that are showing from when you've sectioned and styled it. Picking it is going to get rid of that parting so it looks nice and seamless. Like, look how big my hair is getting already. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is the finished look. I'm going to give you guys a little 360 so you can see what the back looks like as well. It usually understands the assignment, so you tell me if it did. I'm sure you guys are wanting to know, how are we preserving these curls, how are we making them last? So that's going to be in my next video. I hope that this video was super informational and useful for you guys. Try these products out, try the techniques out. Let me know if it works for you in the comments below, and also any other questions or topics that you'd like for me to create videos on, be sure to put them down below as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.